Jack Johnson was a total step up in size and strength.
Yeah.
And then Dempsey, not that big, but just ferocious.
Yeah. Dempsey only weighed like 190 pounds.
I know.
So
he
did
was like 6'1", 195.
Rocky Marciano.
Rocky was probably
Marciano was
5'9". Yeah.
Yeah, 5'9", 5'10". He weighed 185 pounds.
Yeah.
And just flatlining people as a heavyweight, which is crazy.
Now it's different heavyweight, right? Like
yeah.
I mean, it's
people were different then. They didn't have food. I mean, Jack Johnson, they called him the Galveston Giant. He was 6'2".
Yeah, he was huge.
I mean, but back then that was a big deal. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at all those folks with the hats on. That's what drives. I mean, that's so weird that style was so. It was so prevalent. It was everywhere. That wearing that hat, that stupid fucking hat.
It's daytime too, though. Maybe they needed it because they didn't have sunglasses. And
Oh yeah,
bright.
Probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I definitely think that played a part. But they also had one of those hats.
Sure.
It's so interesting to think, like, when you think about what the world was like in terms of how racist it was.
Oh my God.
And how much the establishment hated Jack Johnson. And as you know, I mean, basically after he finally lost, they were like, okay, that's it. No more black heavyweights.
And even when
get
he
to fight for the
it looked a lot like he threw that fight.
I know.
If you
Notice his hand
Yeah.
up there, shading himself from the sun.
Yeah.
You never know. They might have been threatening him, right?
Exactly. They were probably
There,
threatening him.
that was it there at the bottom. I saw that picture. Yep, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's Jess Willard standing over him, and he kind of looked like he was like, yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah, it's very likely in a lot of people's eyes that he threw that fight. I mean, when you get to a certain point in time, you're just tired of fighting off all these fucking white racists. Maybe just take the money and lay down and just fade off in the distance. You just want it to end. I mean, the guy was persecuted his entire life. I mean, the level of hate that he experienced, we'll probably never be able to understand it. Because, you're really only a few decades removed from the Civil War. And this guy's the heavyweight champion of the world, the first ever black heavyweight champion. And also...
And how big was boxing at the time? Like the significance of being the heavyweight champion of the world.
It was everything. And he looks unbeatable. That was the other thing. It wasn't just that he was the first black heavyweight champion. He was the first black heavyweight champion, but he was like Mike Tyson in his prime.
Yeah.
It's like a whole new level of heavyweight.